For the last 20 years, I have been pushing the free-to-choose medicine proposal to reform the FDA. I have written journal articles, countless op-eds, a book that is now in its third edition, and many video interviews, including a PBS TV two-part interview. Let's dig into this topic and begin with gaining clarity about the FDA's purpose, with particular attention to language. What should be the FDA's purpose in regulating drugs? The FDA says safe and effective drugs. However, safe and effective has meaning only if tied to patients' unique health conditions and unique risk preferences, which are unknown to the FDA. Since we want to live longer, healthier, and more productive lives, the FDA's purpose should be better drugs sooner at lower cost. The key constraint in achieving that goal is the FDA's excessively expensive, in time and money, clinical testing process. This process relentlessly increases in complexity and currently takes more than a decade, with costs, including costs of failed drugs, now exceeding $2 billion for a single approval. Meanwhile, there is an invisible graveyard of those who died waiting for approvals of especially promising drug treatments. As you can see, the FDA's clinical process consists of phase 1 safety, then phase 2 trials for safety and efficacy, followed by randomized controlled trials in phase 3, and finally FDA review. With free-to-choose medicine, after a drug has successfully passed one or more phase 2 trials, the drug developer could elect to put their drug on the free-to-choose track. Subsequent treatment results, including patients' genetic data and biomarkers, would be maintained in a trade-off evaluation drug database, or TED. With TED, patients advised by their doctors could make informed decisions and gain access to especially promising drugs up to 5 to 7 years earlier than conventional approval. Free-to-choose medicine is grounded in logically sound principles. Vernon Smith won the Nobel Prize in Economics partly for his work in deregulation. Vernon wrote the foreword to the third edition of my Free-to-Choose Medicine book. He wrote, "Madden's market-based solution appeals to economists like me who are keenly aware of the critical importance of institutional design for a system to promote decentralized responses close to the local knowledge that is available to physicians and their patients, but not to the FDA. This book is fundamentally bipartisan and should be read in that spirit." The Promising Pathway Act was introduced in Congress mid-2023 with bipartisan support and contains the key ingredients of free-to-choose medicine. In summary, the Promising Pathway Act would increase patient choice, decreases regulatory costs, boosts both innovation and competition, and would lower drug prices. Here is a key takeaway that ties into the initial insight as to the FDA's purpose. Language has a pervasive influence in concealing assumptions while greatly simplifying the world. Language is perception's silent partner.